Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to part 2 of Let's Play Europa Universalis for the Anbennar mod as Birsar. I don't really have a name for it yet, but there will be probably like the Rise of the Phoenix and Rise of the New Phoenix Empire. It's not like, I'll think of a name and it'll be there, and then we'll eventually call it out. But at the moment, I just wanted to play Anbennar, so we are. Now we're going to reform our administration, so let's do it. Reforming the administration. With our Queen's promise made, we must immediately begin making good on it and stabilizing Birsar. There are two major areas we can focus on. First is the fact that many in our administration have become rather corrupt. Money leaking out from dozens of holes and causing our work to stagnate. Fixing this would promote good practices, less extortion of humans, and more issues resolved without the need for our hand in the matter. Additionally, it would ensure every Sun Elf lives up to their responsibility as the chosen Sariel. The other option is to open new levels of administration and fill the positions with worthy human subjects. This would give them a voice lower down on the chain, and hopefully reduce the negative impact of any corruption that trickles down that far. However, doing so will certainly anger our kin, who are used to their patronage appointments. We dare not attempt to do both at once, given our bureaucracy's rustiness and our strained resources, but hopefully focusing our efforts on one of them will be enough to solve the problem. I'm going to crack down on corrupt elven officials, because that is the way I think is going to be the smartest to go. Now, as soon as Harpylin lose this Harpy, who's a powerful mage, we will destroy them. That is my goal, is to let them essentially lose their late thing, and then we'll destroy them. Lowborn, out of the question. You have a kid, you do not need another kid. Ah, my truce with Harpylin has ended. Well, that's a problem. But I've got forts, so we should be fine. Now, we can, like I said, we can proclaim the pledge. But if we're going to, you know, hold off for now. Okay, stability's up. We're up to 84 points. Okay. All we have to do now is hire the people and, well, having that province would have done us a lot better, but unfortunately we didn't get it. Yeah. We could attack. Okay, so who are you at war with? My Brasani War for Independence. Okay. Sure, we'll be in the war, but I have no intention of outright helping just yet. I also intend to collect war taxes for the foreseeable. Okay. I mean, if we help, this will actually, you know, if we strengthen these guys, the only issue of strengthening these guys is that when we come to destroy them, it'll take longer. I'll keep myself in the south, but that's as far as I'll go for this. Okay. So hopefully our administrative reforms won't take too long. Religious incident. Corrupt elves are resisting. The corrupt officials in our administration are resisting our attempts to have their indulgent ways be brought to heel. A group of the most influential have approached the Queen seeking a meeting. I've brought a small token of appreciation to warm her ear. Where are they? There's one here and then one in... I actually don't know where the other one is. Oh, there. No, that's not it. Oh, there it is. So which one has the worst terrain? You do. So we'll go sit there and do, like, you know, accept that one first. And we'll ensure that these corrupt elves are not allowed to continue being corrupting. Oh, look at that. Harpylin left them alone. Well, as soon as we can, we will destroy them. Okay, you don't have to sit there anymore. It's good. My army is at full maintenance. What are you on about? Oh, no deficit while at full maintenance. That's... okay, fair enough, fair enough, fair enough. I may just proclaim the thing now. I get so many good benefits if I don't. Social mobility for humans. A group of prominent human citizens have approached the Queen with a complaint. Despite her efforts to crack down on the corruption which has been extorting them, they are concerned that in the future there will be no guarantee that these burdens remain gone. They request that humans be allowed the social mobility to rise beyond their current means, if not to higher ranks of government, which obviously should remain the dominating of Cereal's chosen, still high enough to have the clout to avoid the effects of administrative malice and guarantee the people a place in the future. Prices are now. This is some time to make some concessions to these humans. Now, as you can see, I'm playing a very open Sun Elf game, which is kind of normally the opposite of what I do. And as you can see, I could never do this as Irulan, because whenever I played Irulan, all my vassals just flipped. I don't know how the AI kept them all loyal, but kudos to them. I mean, I've got to give them that. Oh, right, we need to upgrade you. There we go. Forgot about you. Completely forgot about that. Nearly, that would have been timed out if we hadn't have done it. Sure, I'll be friends with you. I've essentially formed the same alliance as I made when I first played this game. Mod, sorry. Yeah, once that powerful mage goes bye-bye, we'll be golden. No, they're able to keep their vassals loyal, which is interesting. And you have... I don't think these guys get affected by it for some reason. Is it because they're actually Sun Elves? Could that be like... Could it be the fact that they are technologically Sun Elves? Administrative reforms assessment. While our bureaucracies run smoother than before with far more accountability now, there is still much we can do to improve. Alas, time, resources, and the general situation of things are not with us. And we can only do so much. Let us hope that enough is enough. Okay. So the last thing we've got is the grievance system. We'll do that. The Grievance Sessions. Our advisors come to us with an idea, a 3-day period where any in the land can come to Birsartanšes to present their grievances and complaints to the Crown. We will have the representative groups organized for each major section of the populace that have complaints and let them decide which to voice during the Grievance Sessions. Ideally, we'll be able to solve all the people's issues this way, or at least find some solid compromises. Additionally, it will help them feel as though they are participating in the affairs of the nation and heard by its ruler. Authorize this. I just want to essentially pledge the Maximizer pledge before 54. Because in 58 we're attacking you. I will destroy you when I can, but you're going to be a real BA, Bolake. Make sure we're really good friends so I can start asking these guys for stuff if I need it. Our economy is not the worst, which is great. I like how war exhaustion is going. Oh, it's because of blockade. But I was going to say, we're not doing anything, but yeah, the blockaded ports will do it. There's a lot of interesting incidents. I'm quite worried. Definitely worried. Elven minorities. Oh, well, we like elves. Well, good luck. I mean, the Renaissance. Yes, they have not changed these yet. I realize. Okay, I might just hire the people and get this done, because I don't think we're going to get to 100. I'd really like to. if Harpyland didn't have the powerful mage, I would have actually declared war on them to unite the land, like my vassals' lands, because they do. They have a couple of quite a few states that they need to take. But that general, we saw that 3-star. We're not going to be able to fight it. The demands of the mayors. The first day of grievances sees the local mayors requesting more autonomy to deal with their cities and towns more effectively without the need to bother the court for matters best handled from within. Giving them more autonomy does present some risk, but it could be worth the reduced strain on our bureaucracy, even if it's only temporarily. We'll allow them. I am, like you said, as you can see, I am trying to lower the authority of our thing for now. It may go back up later, but at the moment I want it lower because I feel like that's actually the better for us. So that's what we're gonna do. Now, it doesn't look like these have anything to do with the pledges, but I know if you proclaim the pledge fulfilled, it ends the whole thing, which is interesting. Also, Ireland just absolutely... Yep, Ireland is going to be a powerful nation we need to worry about. Until that powerful, maybe we've got 3 years. Okay, I'm now very worried. I may just have to proclaim the pledge fulfilled. Ah, the problem is we don't have this. If we had this, we would have been higher. Yeah, they did a lot. The demands of the merchants. The second day of grievances brings some of the Birsar's more successful merchants with a request that reduce the palace's toll on imports and exports. They say that along with the extra money they could make, they could hire more people and expand, thus encouraging the growth of the country's economy. They promise that we will not miss the pittance the toll brings to us, that the benefits shall trickle down to many others, and that every human community will prosper. Allow it. We don't really get much money from trade as it is. So a little less money from trade early on isn't going to bother us all that much. You're the one that's unhappy. We'll go sit there. That's okay. Until this day of grievance is over, we can't really do anything. Sure, Ireland, you can have my sailors. As long as I can have money. You only give me 6 money. Okay. Absolutely worthless. Ooh, Anbennar has enacted the first reform. Call for reforms. Interesting. And I mean that, I actually do mean interesting. It just doesn't sound like I mean it. Sorry about that. Yeah, I'm just waiting. Just waiting for now. I mean, I could turn my 3 forts off, but I kind of like having all 3 of them up at the moment. It's, I would say it's good for the, good for my heart. Yeah, we wouldn't actually be able, I've just realized we would not be able to get 100 because we can't hire advisors. Because they're too expensive. The demands of the peasantry. The final day of grievances have arrived, the Peasants' Day. They come with the desire for more basic rights to be granted to them. They claim that they must work all day, give such a large portion of their income to the crown, and are at risk of being drafted at a moment's notice. They demand that they be given the same rights as those who live in the cities. If we do not grant them this, our advisors believe they may start rioting, as there are already reports of violent groups of peasants gathering in some of the less reputable drinking establishments in our realm. Allow it. We're trying to win them over, not turn them away. These 3 day of grievances took place over different years, which is hilarious. I thought the events would be back to back, to be honest. Though I guess EU4 doesn't allow for, you know, multiple day decisions. And Ilizen is just getting absolutely rocketed. Well, Irilim is definitely going to be a bit of a force to be reckoned with, isn't it? Going to replicate you for now, just to make sure you're loyal while we wait for the day of grievances to be over. It's a shame that we are literally not going to be able to get that for a while, because we didn't actually beat them. And until that powerful mage goes, I'm not risking my people. Ooh. Yeah, I should have gone in the mountains instead of the hills. Though I did assume they'd, you know, spawn in the more angry of the two provinces. Luckily, we have a decent amount of manpower stocked up to deal with this. Yeah, once that powerful mage goes, I don't think Harpies live that long, but we'll see. End of the Grievance Sessions. Sun Elves says that we must be generous and always look to provide joy in the hearts of others in order to combat the darkness. Is that with this mindset that we approach these Grievance Sessions, and the result was overwhelmingly positive. Everyone left with at least a satisfying compromise, and we held nothing back in our efforts to help them with their problems. Hopefully, the people's faithfulness has been restored a little bit more. Appeased populace. It looks like it has. And it looks like I'm going to pledge the, I'm going to claim pledge fulfilled. The 10-year pledge. It was not so long ago that the Queen Celadora declared to the people that she would stabilize the nation and push out the invaders. We took on an ambitious portion of our vast list of reforms and solutions, and while not every measure we tried implemented was successful, the majority were. This resulted in a far more stable society protected by a much more able military. While the people sometimes still struggle to have their problems heard, we at least keep an ear to the ground now. And while there is still some corruption and slack within the administration and military, it is far from the stagnant pool it once was. All in all, most among the court believe the Queen Celadora has done a fine job, and the people seem to agree. It decreases by 1, and we get trade efficiency and we get out of this, which means we now have loyal vassals, and all the other issues we were plagued by go away. So I feel like, you know, I've had a very successful first 2 parts. That's also mean I can just turn off my forts now, you know, and rake that money in. I'm going to go for a military advisor first. Yeah, give me that extra discipline. I'm a big believer in discipline. Oh, Regency. Okay. Good luck over there. We have 7,000 men, but they do have allies. The Marblehead insulted me, which which, let's be honest, does not bother anyone. We're going to give ourselves an extra 2,000 men, because I'm a little bit worried about the encroaching. Do you know what? We'll have also a strong, one strong side flank of cavalry. Okay, Harpulin has lost their ruler. Yoink, yoink, and yoink. I'm going to extend the first part by 5 minutes for one reason. It's called a vast amount of reconquest. Now, I am going to try and get a better ruler. There we go. Okay, so we're going to take the core of whatever fucking core you have. We'll do Harpanas. God damn it, really? Bribes right about now? Yeah, we'll make this a 25-minute part because I want to make it the last part in the session. Get yourself there. Yeah, I just don't want this guy to claim anything that, you know, shouldn't be his. Okay, once our vassals have got the stuff they need, we will bring in our allies. Hey, we got some tech. I like it. We're still very poor tech-wise. Now my goal is to give my vassal his lands back while I take a fair portion of extra land. Yeah, we'll send you over there. Now what I'm trying to do is I'm trying to essentially make it so if these guys did join, they don't get to siege anything. I essentially want to try and block people off from conquering this. There's our military up. So we've got a little bit better discipline. Go siege there. Infiltrators found. Awesome. Well, no, we'll do a quick split. Siege these two. Oh, wow. Harpulin took over. Okay. Harpulin is a 0-1. Let's go visit Harpulin's army. Let's get our temples. Can we build one? We can. Good. They have a 0-1 and they are in mountain terrain. And they ran away. Okay, so I'm actually going to give this to you. It's a lot of land, I'll be honest. But it would essentially, you know, tell everyone that we're the winners. I kind of want to give these to my vassal, though. Yeah. For the sole purpose of, it would be better for us if we did. And that's going to be Harpulin's army destroyed. Okay, this is going to suck aggressive expansion-wise, but... Okay. We do not have the admin, but... Apparently we also just worked our way onto the Great Power list. Well, that's awesome. Let's turn our forts off. We will, of course, have to kill the harpies when they raise up, but that's okay. Because now we're actually... how many provinces towards the Phoenix Empire are we there, boy? 34. Okay, we're very close to the Phoenix Empire already. We're a third of the way there, and we can act a reform. So we've now got strengthen noble privileges, curtail noble privileges, or magical elite, because we can't do you, but that's okay. I'm going to be magical elites. Instead of the traditional ruling class, the right to rule derives from those gifted by the nature of magic. Noble families cultivate pureblood mages within their ranks and rule above the less magically inclined, because, you know, useful. I'm also going to put kind of a point there. I could fire that guy, but I don't want to, you know. What I do want to do, though, is I think I want to hire a national unrest woman. Give me extra points so I can start coring this. Because we are going to be here a while. But the other nations around us should look to our strength with not unhappiness. We have to do something. You know, we should always do something. Yeah, I must admit I'm very happy with our conquest. The problem is it does leave us a little bit more to be designed when, you know, the rebellion should have been ended, but what are you going to do? Oh, is that all we needed? Oh, apparently there's I didn't realize the mission Gaelic is to own what provinces? Invaders Pass and Harpylin area. Where's the Harpylin area? Ah, so I need to give them these two provinces. Sure. Well, definitely worth it. You know, if the game is telling me to give them it, why not? Prince... Wait, how are we having another religious instance already? Prince Birsan was kidnapped. This morning, the palace awoke to find... some of the servants panicking and bustling about, claiming the prince has gone missing. Upon further investigation, it seems that someone convinced him to accompany them to the gardens and was abducted. There were signs of a struggle near one of the flower beds, and someone was evidently pushed into one, crushing the plants. We must find a way to get the prince back. Perhaps they will come back. So essentially, we just lose our legal heir. Okay, but it's not actually a religious incident. Okay. That had me a bit worried. But unfortunately, ladies and gentlemen, this has been a long part, but this will be the last part I record until I get some feedback from you guys. I don't know when this is going to come out. This could come out like 2 weeks from recording this. I haven't really set a upload schedule for this. But unfortunately, like I said, we are going to end this here. I hope you guys enjoyed. If you guys did enjoy, please do follow me on YouTube, follow me on Twitch, join the Discord, all of that fun stuff. Give us a like, comment. It helps out immensely. Like, seriously, you don't... It really does help out a lot. Like, I promise. But other than that, have a great day, guys. See you guys next one.